I really love that old theater saying that's like, a performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Because I would make the argument that a virtual theater performance without chat is a rehearsal. So look, chat is just an integral part of virtual theater, and we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons of using chat in your virtual theater performance today. So let's get started. Hello there, my name is Mikki Marvel. I am one of the virtual technical directors at the Women's Theater Festival, and I'm super excited today because today we're going to be talking about chat. Chat, I love you. We don't deserve you, chat. You're good. Be sure to subscribe to the Women's Theater Festival YouTube for more videos about virtual theater. All right, let's get started. Now look, sometimes I do think it's relevant to not have chat as part of your performance. The biggest example that I can think of is if you're dealing with a theatrical piece that deals with really heavy themes and you're really just like trying to like not encourage conversation in the moment and just like letting those words like sink in and not be distracting or triggering to your audience. Maybe you just want to be immersed in that moment and you don't want to take anything away from it. But too many times right now we're saying, oh, well, I just don't want to have a chat. I don't want people to be able to talk during my show. Chat is the real-time audience interaction that you get during a show. Chat is how you know how your work is being well received. You know, sometimes people tell me, oh yeah, like virtual theater is just not the same. It doesn't have the same energy. And to that I say, you have clearly never been in a poppin' Twitch chat before. Because look, I'm gonna make the argument that when you are in your own virtual space, performing with others, creating a piece with others, and all of a sudden you see the chat flying, oh, I wasn't able to feed off their energy. I wasn't able to be like, yes, let's connect by looking into each other's eyes. That was not an option. I did that all by myself. So look, if you think that people aren't sitting in their house just like, yeah, I think this show's pretty good, it's pretty great, like they are doing that. So instead, let them type that into the world so that other people can see them say, yeah, this is pretty good. But I guess the other part of this is that there are a lot of directors, theaters that I work with that don't let their actors look at the chat. And I really hope that we can work past that in the future. And look, I know where it stems from, right? I know that the reason that we don't want actors to look at a chat during a show is because we're worried that they're going to miss a cue. But also, if an actor tells me that they missed a cue because they saw their friend post in chat, so-and-so is doing such a good job, and they just like really geeked out about that, and so oopsie, they missed a cue, that's fine. Plus, if your actor is only on stage for Act 2, I want them hanging out in Act 1 throughout the chat. I want them saying, oh yeah, you're about to love this. This is gonna be good. Oh wow, co-scene partner later on. I love what you're doing. And then just like Act 2 rolls around and they're like, okay, now I'm ready to actually focus on the scene that I'm actually in. Because we all know that like in the before times with in-person theater, actors were backstage in the green room on their phones. Just please let our actors hang out in the chat. And this also goes into a whole thing as far as like, why do people watch live streams? Why do people engage with chat? And it's because of the human interaction. When you watch like gaming streamers or celebrity streamers or really anything, the reason that people are there watching streamers who are playing video games for like 6 hours minimum is because you'll write something in chat or you'll subscribe or follow their channel and they say, oh, hello, Jim. I see that you subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, Jim. And it makes their whole day. So how can we integrate that connection, that audience interaction into our virtual theater shows? Now, all of this said, interacting with chat is definitely a new skill to be learned. I mean, the biggest thing is that there is a delay, regardless of your streaming platform, from what you are doing to the stream, because it takes a while to travel through the internet and into the chat. And for chat to then, right, they're typing a response that you will then get. So with that delay, you do have to like train yourself, how do I talk to a chat in order to account for that delay. And also, as an actor, with that in mind, how can you watch chat and not have it affect your performance? Now look, I know some performers that have gotten really good at this, and they will interact and respond to the chat while they are doing a devised or an improvised live performance, and they don't miss a beat. And that's not necessarily right for every show, but just what can you do with your chat? Can you post things that help set the scene? Can you have conversation starters in the chat? Can you encourage actors when they're not in scenes to hang out in the chat? You know, I think the most important thing is that we're just considering chat. We're thinking about chat. And I really hope there comes a day when instead of hold for laughs, we hold for chat. As a producer, you need to also consider how can you moderate your chat to keep it a safe space. All live streaming platforms allow you to do things like delete comments, ban users, post stuff to encourage the chat. So really just thinking about what kind of chat experience you're looking to create, where those lines are, what would somebody need to do to get banned in your chat? These are real questions that you need to ask yourself as you're considering chat and as you're considering a virtual theater performance. And then you might need to find some moderators to help you watch that virtual theater chat. Do you know what a moderator is? Do you have questions about moderation? Should we make a separate video about moderating for chat? Probably. Anyway, if you have questions about mods and virtual theater chats, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. We've talked a lot about different aspects of this topic, but the most important thing is that we realize that just saying that we should just always hide chat accomplishes nothing. Just saying that we don't want an audience to be able to laugh or respond to us in any way goes against everything that we've learned as theater makers. And we need to remember that virtual theater is more similar to live streaming than it is to in-person theater sometimes. For example, if I go into somebody's live stream and if I say, "Hi, how's it going?" in their chat, and if they don't respond to me, I'm going to leave. And that's happened to me with virtual theater too. I'll be like, "Ha ha ha, that was a hilarious moment. I loved it so much." And the chat doesn't say anything to me. I understand the actor's not saying something to me. They're in the middle of a scene, but nobody says anything to me. And I've been the only person to say something in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Because there are other theaters that are doing this, that are integrating the chat, and I want to connect with them, and I want to say hello to those people, and I want them to say hello to me back. Because again, when I watch live streams, I am seeking to connect with people. And it's possible to accomplish this in virtual theater too. We just have to start considering it. Anyways, I hope this video has helped you consider chat for virtual theater performances in the future. Be sure to subscribe to this video for more virtual theater tips. Bye!